Okay, Shannon, let's see what we have going on here. Some nice shots here. Got her working. The only thing I see here, I like depth of field use here, selective focusing. I'd probably crop it a little tighter. We don't need the whole bottle on the bottom. You're getting a lot of blur here. I would crop it in this manner right about here, taking the lid off of that and maybe half the bowl. It makes the image much stronger. You get rid of this thing over here too. For this one, expose well in here, except for her face. Okay, what you want to do is go into your Photoshop and get your dodge tool and open this area up. Select a paddle, medium size, and I would open this up. Okay, just a little bit to get some light in here. It's a little too dark. Okay, this one here, yeah, a little too harsh on the flash. We got some highlights in here, but the flash you can see is overpowering. This lighting, everything here, I would probably soften it up a little more. Put a napkin, tissue, paper towel, anything in white over that flash, and don't use direct flash on there. Okay, here, your flash, you need to look at the position of your flash as well. You're using a direct flash. It went in, created a very strong shadow in here, and you have light fall off on this whole side here. So all you do is have one area that's lit, and it's off to the left side. This whole area, your light is coming in from this angle, leaving a very deep shadow here. I would not use that image. You need to work on that flash technique and widen it and soften it and use a diffuser on top of that. Get a index card with a rubber band, point your flash up a little bit instead of directly straight at them, bounce that flash and soften it up. That would help you definitely than what we see in this area here. Same thing here. These are a little bit darker. I probably increase the exposure a little and also crop a little tighter. We don't want to see that cord hanging there. The hand, just crop it right in about here. That's all you really need. We don't need the entire arm. We don't need that. I like actually this shot better with two hands. And again, I would crop it a little tighter. And I'd work on the exposure. Make these things a little bit brighter. I know you have some here where the flash again hit and it gave you what's known as white without details. It's a little blown out on that spot there. So you need to work on that flash technique. I do like the shot here, but we don't need all that. Again, less is more. Crop it, make it much tighter. Not too bad here. Crop tighter. We don't need to see everything in the background and all the other stuff, even though it is part of the trade. This I like. This shot came out, it's balanced well. Maybe a little bit of the dodge tool up here, but I would crop it right here, down, and over. Okay, we don't need all this area. Get that out of there. Concentrate on what you're doing here. This looks very good. She's a nice craftsman. She's making her roses. Good job with that. You have another one here. There's probably a couple hand shots you can use. There's a bunch of different ones. I do like this one here as well as this one here. So it's your choice, but make sure this one you can see is brighter. This one is a little bit more in shadow. You got a big shadow falling on her own arm. So this one I would probably not use. This one here is a little better. But now I'd use my burn tool. And I would make this area a little darker, her hands. It's a little bit of a highlight here. Use that burn tool, get it out there, and tone that down a little bit. You see the finished cake over there almost. Still have doing some writing. So I'm just scrolling through here. There's a couple shots here. There's another good shot right here with her in the actual bakery here. What she's doing, she's still decorating this cake. Okay, graduation class. Okay, again, if you look at this, we have this area. Your flash is direct. It's too hot. You need to tone down that flash and soften it. You can see it right here. Reduce the power. Go to -1/3, go to -2/3. Put that tissue paper over, or your paper towel, or whatever you have in the white, over the top of it and bounce that flash and watch the huge difference you're going to see in the output. Here's that shot I was talking about. I like that, but again, I would probably crop it a little tighter because my eye just goes right here, right out the side. I look here and right out of the image. So you want to tighten this up so we concentrate more on that image. Not too bad though. The exposure's better here. I would use this one, but again, I would crop it a lot tighter. Good job overall, but you have to work on that flash area. That seems to be one of the problems I'm seeing in here. So work on the flash for your next time, and work on that cropping as well.